Hey up! I've got 3 handy tips for all you Strat players out there who use one of these fantastic instruments on a regular basis. If you're out there gigging, you might benefit from these tips. My first tip is to get hold of something called ptfe tape, which you can get from B&Q, any sort of DIY shop. I think I got this from a stationery shop. I don't know how that happened, but ptfe tape is commonly known as plumber's tape, and in the plumbing business, you wrap this around your pipes and it stops the pipes from leaking. But for us guitarists, it's a gig bag essential. If you're like me and you give your whammy bar a bit of abuse, what the plumber's tape will do is help your whammy bar sit in your bridge quite comfortably and securely, which means you can give it a good wobble and it'll not make much difference. And because this is nearly a 40-odd-year-old whammy bar, the threads are probably going on it too, and this ptfe tape helps to preserve the threads on both the whammy bar and inside the bridge too. So you attach some to your whammy bar end and then just wrap it round like that. And when you've got loads on, just tear it off. Now you should be able to see the threads on that. There's quite a lot of ptfe tape on there. And now I'm going to attach it to my guitar, and this goes in here. Now there's no movement whatsoever on my tremolo arm, and it doesn't flop about. Sort of sits quite nicely and responds quite well too. So it's really snug in there. Hardly any movement. And to get rid of that movement, you just put some more on. My second handy tip for Strat owners is on the back of your guitar, take the plastic panel off the back. That will allow you to change your strings a lot more rapidly, a lot more quicker, and especially if you're gigging. You don't want to be faffing around trying to find a screwdriver just so you can do a string change. So just take that off, it'll save you a lot of faffing about. And while the back's off, there's another handy tip that I can share with you. I use 5 springs in the back instead of the standard sort of 3, and the reason for that is if you use five springs, your bridge will be flush to the body, which means you won't have any sort of back play a la Hank Marvin. But what that will do is enable you to keep playing if a string breaks. If a string breaks and your bridge isn't flush to the body, the tension difference will put all your strings out of tune if one string breaks. But if you've got 5 springs in the back of your Stratocaster and one string breaks, then all the strings will stay in tune and you can carry on playing the song. You'll not have to sort of rush about trying to find another guitar until the song ends. So I like to keep 5 springs in the back just so I can carry on playing without my guitar being out of tune. Handy hints and tips for Strat players.